Shit took a fucking Adderall today. I'm hyped. Yes, I love this shit. I love this shit. Beef. I didn't love it enough to come in early. To do
What's up, everybody? So, in October last year, Drake released his 8th album titled For All the Dogs, which featured a collaboration with J. Cole called First Person Shooter. In one verse, Cole suggested that he, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar were the big three of the current era of hip-hop. To quote his exact lyrics, he rapped, "Love when they argue who the hardest MC, is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey, or me, with the big three like we started a league." The song debuted at the top of the US singles chart, becoming Drake's 13th and Cole's first #1 song. The achievement meant Drake tied with Michael Jackson for the most #1 singles by a male solo artist. Then a week later, Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer replaced them at #1, and the moment seemed to have passed. But privately, Kendrick Lamar had taken note and wasn't happy. So earlier this month, producer Metro Booming and rapper Future released a collab album called We Don't Trust You, and hidden in the track listing was an uncredited verse by Kendrick Lamar, and it was explosive. With a dope delivery, he took aim at Cole's verse, claiming there was no big three, it's just big me.
Shit took a fucking Adderall today. I'm hyped. Yes, I love this shit. I love this shit. Beef. I didn't love it enough to come in early. To do an emergency.
No, we ain't need that. We didn't need that.
I didn't think that. Tupac didn't call for all of that.
No.
Quavo and them, I was still enjoying my off time. But I love this beef cast. Drake did it again.
He did.
Yes, he did.
He waited till we came in on a Friday, recorded all day long, and went home around midnight. Savon sent that little thingamajiggy to the group text. I said, this motherfucker. Pac came on, the beat, it was hard. I was like, he did it again. So there's a working theory out there that Drake is effectively boxing us out of any beef talk.
But he not.
I object to that.
We right here.
Who's us?
Us. This podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, you wait till we tape on Friday and you get our longest break by dropping as soon as we...
That just means we got more time to listen.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Not only does it mean we got more time to listen, two, I'd be real grateful for the vacation. I'd be real grateful to not have to come in 7 hours after something drops and give you all of my opinions about it. And three, and most importantly, some of my audience may not know this, during any rap beef in the 10-year history of this podcast, no one has ever sent me the diss track early. Nobody has ever let me hear the diss track early, let me know what was coming early. They've never played those games with me. This is the one time, rap beef is the one time where a musician like myself gets to feel like a fan. I get to appreciate this shit, listen to it, and hear it like a fan. Do not rob me of my experience by trying to send me your track early, tell me what's going on early, and with media, especially black media, I often feel like that's an exchange. If you're giving me something early, then I have to kind of be gentle or nice with my approach on this. I hit ice on Saturday. Saturday, I got a text from a number I have never spoken to before that just said, "Yo, Ye told me to reach out." I'm too paranoid to play me like this. Y'all already put my face all over the Lil Yeezy Pod ad that y'all did. John Monopoly. We gonna talk. It be niggas in your own fantasy football leagues. And in the next text, he sent me the Like That remix early. An hour early, but it was still early. I don't necessarily love that. I don't really want to be the guy to hear your shit early and then have to come in. I'm still coming in to diss Kanye verse. I'm dissing that verse.
Unnecessary.
That should.
I'm dissing that verse.
Yeah, unnecessary.
That verse wasn't start worthy either.
No.
That verse
No.
But there's one thing you missed too about potentially boxing us out of any conversation. Bro, we can come in. Like what I said, like it was like, oh, he's doing this to keep y'all out. I said, yo, if we ever wanted to, we could all get on the phone. If it was worth it, we going in tomorrow and we can record and catch this shit and
come right back that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could come in here whenever I want. I just don't do that because I know that Drake listens to this more than Kendrick does.
And Pac.
No.
Maybe not
Pac. Listen. Pac, listen.
Pac,
We don't do that. Pac might. I was trying to figure out what tier Pac subscribes to.
Do y'all want to start with Drake.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all do?
Yeah.
All right.
It's chronological too. Fuck it.
It is. You're right.
It is.
All right. So let me find. What's the name of that shit?
Tailor Made.
Taylor Made.
Clever.
Indeed.
There it is.
I listen to that Taylor Swift.
This shit sounded.
That beat is
That came on like,
oh my
what
God.
is this?
Oh shit.
sound like some vintage Dre shit.
He bugged out with that. Sorry.
Sound like some vintage Dre shit.
You did.
Fire.
That's a hard Dre beat.
Yeah. Salute to whoever did that.
I'm starting it back. It's playing dirty.
Smart though.
It is smart. He's getting ahead of
Genius.
shit. He's getting ahead of shit. Smart.
It's genius. He put all of that shit on me. Yo, that's my man, so I'm not going to address it. That's some smart, calculated shit he did there. We can stop. What? Come on, talk to me. Give me feelings. Give me feelings. This ain't. I want to just start with music.
When I first heard it, I was like, eh.
I love this shit.
Then it grew on me a little
Same.
bit. It grew
I
on
love
me.
this
Pause.
shit.
I like it.
When I first heard it, though, I was like, nah, this is some blasphemy bullshit. But after a minute,
Because people
I
were
started
offended
to like
that, he used Pac's voice and shit like that.
to me, it don't sound like Pac.
It don't.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that was my thing. Like that don't. If it sounded like Pac a little bit, I'd have been like,
It sounded enough like Pac for you to understand what he was trying to
trying
do.
to
Yeah.
do.
It sounds like Pac with the Drake, or it sounds like Drake with the Pac
Sounds like,
filter on.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's his flow. It's Drake. You could.
It's Drake
halfway
flow.
through the verse, I was like, oh, I see what's going on here.
Initially, I hated the whole shit. I was like, this is, what are we doing with this AI shit and all of that? But then, this is modern warfare today.
Yeah.
Like, you think about a war that's fought between countries. It ain't what it used to be, where everybody just running on ground shooting at each other. They cyber war
It's
and all this
drones
other
and
shit.
shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is the music version of that. Like now, technology's evolved. This shit is going to evolve. So you can hate it, or you can remain a dinosaur or adapt with it.
I thought it was super creative.
Yeah, it is.
Mad
It's
creative.
cool.
It's
Mad
me too.
creative. Mad
Thought it was
creative.
creative, psychological warfare.
Yeah.
And
Applying the pressure.
to do that when you're trying to get somebody out of the cubby hole.
He's goading them.
Even though now I think that's smoke and mirrors, I think Drake is just a genius. I think that Drake knows exactly why he's not getting a Kendrick response yet.
I agree.
So he's just taunting him.
And I think he's doing. He's kind of hitting him with kid gloves a little bit. Like he's not going super hard.
He's saving it.
Yeah, he's saving it.
You could tell.
He's saving
You
it.
could
I
tell.
have to.
So how do I diss you and still be creative while I know that you're not about to respond and taunt you?
It's also a double-edged thing too. I think that hitting with the kid gloves also makes it look like if Kendrick jumps out and says all the things that we've suggested that he could allude to, it's going to sound like some, all right, dude, you're taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? Like he's being playful in all these disses. Really, he ain't.
Yeah.
He's talking about his shoe size. He's using Pac and Snoop. It's pretty playful shit.
He hasn't said anything that could permanently end the relationship.
Yeah, it's not super venomous. It's hard, but it's not like scathing. Like if Kendrick comes out and says some crazy shit, it's gonna be like, all right, dog, you brought a nuke to a fucking water gun fight.
Yeah, don't feel like gloves.
But
off.
that's the trick about it, though, Parks. That's the trick. I think, like Joe said, I think it's genius what he did. You know what I mean? The two people from the West Coast, well, Pac's from these, but two people from the West Coast that Kendrick may look up to. And I think that having them talk to him about your lack of response to this light-skinned nigga, I think is creative, but I also think it's deeper than that. Even if I think he needs to respond with something crazy. Me.
You talking about Drake?
Kendrick.
No,
Or
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yes, I think
Okay.
Kendrick needs to respond. I think that all these tactics and antics it makes the hit deeper for me.
I think he baiting them.
He is.
And
Yeah.
I think Drake got the venom in the tuck too.
I'm sure.
So what you said was kind of like, but I think Drake is ready for the venom.
I think he is too,
Let's
but
go.
I just think it can be perceived by the public if he goes on some super.
Think so?
All the shit that you could say about Drake, I think people might look at it, depending on how the song sounds, as like, damn dog, like he
Or
was
that
just
could
kind of
work.
playing
Or
around with you.
that could work in reverse.
It could.
Like, yo, you keep poking the bear. You kept
Yes,
poking the bear.
exactly.
You poking the bear. Now he bit your ass. Like now, yeah, you should have left him alone.
He applying different type of pressure. He's applying pressure.
Because the one thing that stand out to me in this is, all right, you're replying Drake. You're only targeting Kendrick in everything
Yes.
you're doing.
This time,
Well, I mean, you
dropping 50,
Yeah,
nearly
yeah,
50
yeah.
had everybody.
That was mostly about Kendrick. I threw a little shots at the rest of y'all,
Yeah.
but I'm Kendrick is my target. But you're ignoring the person that popped all of this off. That's what I keep looking at. Like, when are you going to say something to Future outside that one line on Drop and Give Me 50?
What Future said to him though?
The whole album, all of that shit was a diss to Drake. Like him and Metro, they
don't
dissed
trust
you.
Yeah.
The We Don't Trust You, the first record, you addressed the whole I could never be your number one fan, but they have been playing with you. Recruiting Kendrick on this, recruiting Kanye on the remix. This is Future in them playing with you.
But Ice,
you ignoring that.
Let me say this. I think that Joe said something earlier about how Drake listens to the podcast. I feel like when we were talking about it, we didn't highlight anything that Future did really.